subscribe to the bell, and thanks for watching. So what you see before you is just an example of me, um, a fast runner, an endurer. Don't have a lot of weight on me. I'm looking back, saying bye to exposing a certain part of the game, and that's the politics of the game. At this point, if you don't know that the red and the blue transitions to purple, and you don't understand that the game is all about chaos to bring fake order, the game will always be about reset. The game will always be about useless eaters, suppression. The game will always be about competition. I'm better than that. I'm looking back this last time to say, from this point forth, my viewers, if you're going to run with me and we run together, let's run towards seeing the entrapment for what it is. Let's run forward knowing this is a dream and creating the dream we need it to be. No fear, no defeat, nothing but freedom with upright intention. I'm going to run on and see what my moments bring, as I see for myself what I need to bring in my Noah. Fear not. Love those who allow you to love them. Everything in me says I have to run on, even if it's alone. Because it's always alone, right? No one's ever really running with you. And as lovely and faithful as my husband is to me as I am to him, though we're running seemingly together, my bro, we know we both have our own individual races to run. And I can see him running, he can see me running. But your dream is your dream. Your plight is your plight. And that's for the viewers as well. Everything in me said yesterday that it's time up for worrying about the cares of this game. It's no longer about projecting, manifesting, declaring, decreeing, exposing. It's all about seeing clearly through the veil. If I do anything when it comes to seemingly the people that's playing the game, it'll simply be like the Illuminati cards where I'm showing you it's a game. I won't talk about the game like it's real. I'll talk about the game like it's a card game, if that makes sense to you. So you'll hear about characters, but I'll talk about them in the game, on cards, on paper, 2D characters, so that I can stay awakened to this as a game. As strong as sometimes we think we feel it may be, if we get distracted by at least even 1% of hope for the game being a sensible game, we're in trouble. The only sensible game you're going to get is the game that you create. I'm excited because I didn't even know that I was going to make this move yesterday. My husband came from work and I was fixing his plate, and he was just talking to me, and he could tell that I was a little perturbed, and he just kept trying to be positive because that's just how my husband is. And he was looking at me like, okay, what's up? And I was like, I'm perturbed. I'm perturbed because How many people know part of the story in the game, but they don't know the whole game? It's like you see so many people understand that they're trying to bring depopulation. They're trying to bring confusion. They're monsters in of themselves. Yet the very being they depend on is part of the game, and they don't even know it. The Elohims are part of the game. Whether you label the Elohim good or bad, part of the game. The people that are veiled, they're part of the game, and they like the role they're playing. Right. Well, I'm going to take a break from unnecessarily let's say this. Only thing I can promise my subscribers is this. I'm leaving alone seeing the game as reality. I'm moving into seeing the game as a game 100% to keep myself safe, my conscience safe, and then I'm gonna move towards purchasing things that will and keep my mind safe. I'm talking about my mind. I'm not talking about the body, because that'll be safe, yeah. But there are things in technology they have that they're going to use to try to penetrate the mind. I already got some stuff that definitely for the protect of the physical. They're gonna do a lot of stuff in the sky, so I thought about that 12 years ago. But there are some other intricate things that I have to make sure that I cover my understanding very thick and very heavy. And I'll continue to I have content that's already, this video you'll probably get 5 days. You'll see video, nothing after this like previous, but how can I say this? I don't do this video today is for another day. It's not for the day I'm doing it on, because sometimes things happen and you need to have at least videos in advance, at least 3 or 4 days worth of videos that you can't just do a video on that day. If you catch me doing 2 videos, it's because I actually pushed out a video on that day because I felt it was necessary to push it out, and so it would bump into the other video. But the other video usually comes out 12 o'clock in the morning, and then that video probably come out around about 10 o'clock, well, let's say 1 a.m. and then another video comes out at 10 a.m. something like that. All right, well, I hate being so silent. I hate rambling. I try to make this video about, I had 12 tabs up. I was going to give y'all a very extensive video on so many investment companies that are supporting the destruction of humanity. Yes, I said investment companies, management companies that are trying to destroy humanity. The billionaire investment management corporations. And I decided not to even talk about that. I tried to record those videos 3 times in a row. And finally I figured out what was going on with my computer. And I was like, oh, I wasted a whole hour and a half trying to push that video out 3 times. And I said, okay. I looked at the screen. I had just removed that last tab I had gave up. When I looked on the screen, I said, maybe I just need to talk to them. What am I feeling? I gotta run on. Hopefully you can run on. If you're watching me, hopefully you can keep up. It's a beautiful thing. I tell myself, such a beautiful thing, girl. Ha 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 ha. To know there were many doorways open for me to be in high positions and things of power. So many doors open. I walked in and didn't even know what the door was. So many things that's going on now I knew about in 2004. So many places I've been where I heard some of the plans. And I say, well done, girl. Well done. Well done. I'm so glad. And I say, self, when you look back over your life and the game you're playing, and you think, hey, did you even supposed to be at this point? Did you ever think you would forsake all things in the game? Love your family, of course, until you're done with the game. I'll forever love those people who play the role as my family. Forever. I have to love myself. And hoping that my love that I've shown them will help them want to come out the game, come out the dream, come out the entrapment, come out of group think, come out of mass formation, come out of congregational think, come out of the cult. The whole game is a cult. And like I said, like Pimp My Ride, you pull your shirt up, you pop your sleeve of your shirt, and you look back and say, how I made it over. Sometimes I sit back and wonder how I made it over. And some people hear this and say, you're still living. How can you say you made it over? Because I can no longer go slumbering and sleeping. Yesterday, the 1% of hope that I had for hoping that people would just get tired of the game. They're not. There are so few people that really understand the layering of the game. I heard one man the other day, and I think he's from America, but he may have been originally from the UK, and he was saying that we're just entrapped, and everything's to entrap us in our minds. And I was like, yeah, bro, it's all about the mind. Now they're trying to lock you in with pows. And people don't realize that they're marking you to the game. They're pulling you deeper into the game. Through food and everything else. They're so sad. It's just sad. It's not enough that they want to stay here in the game, but they need you in the game. They want you to be afraid of dying. Dying is not the worst thing. It's dying out the body and not realizing that you're in a game. Not realizing you're in a dream, inside of a dream, inside of a dream. I remember a couple months ago I told myself, self, in every reality, wake the hell up. Self in every reality is a dream. Self in every reality. We're in a matrix. Self in every reality, we're in a simulation. Wake the hell up and don't go back to sleep. And whatever and whoever's enticing you, let it go. I beg and plead no one to leave the game. I beg and plead no one to see what I see. I'm just looking back saying, I sit back and wonder how I made it over. Even my grandparents still in the game. And they're not here in body no more. I know they were just characters in the game that I got my look from, my image from. I got a ways to go. Hopefully I won't have to go alone. But if I do, I'm slender enough to run on and create the reality that I want to see. Appreciate you, as always. Next time you hear me on this channel, it'll be about the dream, the entrapment, and how do we move around the chaos. It's not about gaining the world. It's not about earning money. It's not about enticements. It's simply about staying woke to the game. Nice respected those, and I appreciate y'all for watching.